Hi, I'm Greg and I bought a bow and arrow. Do I know how to shoot? No. I've always been interested in archery and I've always wanted to give it a shot, but for some reason I've just never got around to it. I think maybe I fired a few arrows at a camp once, but that's about it. So I purchased this bow just to kind of fuck around with. So I'm going to be putting it together for the first time. I've never assembled it. I just kind of took a look at it and held it just to hold it. And once I put it together, I'm going to try and string it and maybe try and shoot it. I don't know. So here's what you get when you buy the kit. Now the type of bow that I purchased is called the Samick Sage. Samick Sports is actually a Korean company that's been in business since 1975. Now, every bow will have a particular weight associated with the draw. I tried to start off pretty low, so I believe this is a 35-pound bow, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't get the fancy dancy strings or anything like that. It's called a takedown recurve bow. I believe that has something to do with the fact that it can be broken down once you're finished with it. You can take the limbs off of it and put it in a nice little carrying pouch and you're good to go. I chose to keep everything together. I'm not going to get rid of this bubble wrap or anything like that because I'm figuring the longer I can preserve this guy, the happier I'll be, right? It was a big investment. The riser is actually made of laminated olive diamond wood and hard maple. It's hard. It's hard maple. Hard maple. Laminated olive diamond wood and hard maple. What awesome shit is that? So mine came with a little, I got the quiver. I don't know why I got the quiver. In retrospect, I kind of wish that I had got something else. Because when you wear it on your back, it is kind of like clumsy. And the arrows are all flopping around and it's difficult to see what you're doing. I wish I had got something for the hip. I've watched a bunch of videos on proper technique and how you're supposed to hold the bow and everything, so I mean I've gone as far to hold the bow broken down and just kind of practice the right grip and everything, even from just taking the arrows and kind of getting an idea of what it feels like to look down the barrel of an arrow, if you will. These are the limbs of the bow. I also kept these in their protective packaging, just in the name of additional preservation. Now the question then becomes, which one of these goes on top and which one of these goes on the bottom? We're going to find out. They appear identical with the exception of this guy being written on the bottom here. So I'm going to guess we're looking at your bottom piece here. These limbs right here, these are made of hard maple. Look at that shit. These limbs are made of hard maple. And here's the little etch that helps you string your shit, which I'm going to do later in this video. Unscrew the guy. There's a nice giant bolt in there. It's nice and easy to get out. It's satisfying to hold. It's nice and heavy. This guy, what do we got? This guy with the writing on here is always going to be facing you. So it's an easy way to remember that this goes into the bottom piece. And I try to kind of just slide it in there and create as little friction as possible. And so I don't know if I would ever really hunt animals unless I really had to. And even then, like, what do you do with something once you kill it? What am I gonna do with a dead fucking rabbit? Cry, probably. This is all together now. All together now. All together. All together. All together now. It's probably not the type of thing that you should be doing with a weapon, but now I'm going to string it. Yesterday I ran into some difficulties with stringing, but ultimately they turned out to be very quick fixes because I'm a goof. So you'll see in a minute, I have a pretty good setup. My landlords are away, so they have this tremendous pile of mulch. It's just chilling out there, and there's nothing but woods behind it, so I figure I'm not really hurting anybody. I've been shooting at cardboard boxes and drawing really small kind of targets on them because I figure, you know, I don't need anything fancy. Today, we're going to be shooting at this because, I mean, evil is a strong word, but there's nothing more evil than the almighty dollar. I'm all about capitalism, but the people are getting fucked by this. So let's see if we can't destroy some federal property. Definitely one of those rare moments where it's just you and a whole lot of not much. And maybe I can fire some arrows at these birds, who will probably ruin this entire. Well, I'll wait. I'll just wait. I'll just wait until that's over. Okay, good.